Before we start, if you want to uncover ancient agricultural secrets that are still relevant today, subscribe to Iron Age Instincts and hit the notification bell. What we're about to explore isn't just history. It's practical knowledge that farmers, gardeners and survivalists can apply immediately. For over 4,000 years, one crop has thrived on marginal soils where nothing else would grow, all while improving the land with each harvest. Understanding how this crop works can teach us about sustainability, resilience, and the intelligence of ancient farmers. Ancient civilizations relied on this crop to sustain communities on poor soils. From the fields of Mesopotamia to the terraces of the Andes, ancient farmers faced a universal challenge: soil that could barely support life. Yet they managed to cultivate a crop that not only survived, but enriched the earth season after season. This crop was legumes: beans, peas, lentils, and their relatives. The secret wasn't just in the seeds, it was in the biological relationship they maintained with nitrogen-fixing bacteria in their roots. These bacteria converted atmospheric nitrogen into compounds the plants could use, and at the end of the season, residual nitrogen remained in the soil, making it more fertile for the next crop. Modern gardeners can apply this principle by rotating legumes with other crops, ensuring that your soil gains nutrients naturally without relying on chemical fertilizers. Planting beans before a cereal crop, like wheat or maize, creates a natural boost that mimics what ancient farmers perfected. The crop's resilience made it a cornerstone of survival and trade. Legumes thrived where grains often failed, providing both protein and sustenance in harsh conditions. For civilizations living on poor soils, these crops weren't just food, they were a form of security. In practical terms, growing legumes today in marginal or depleted soil can create a dependable source of nutrition, whether for home gardens, permaculture setups, or survivalist food plots. By selecting varieties adapted to your climate and soil conditions, you can ensure a reliable harvest even in areas where other crops struggle. Ancient farmers would often plant legumes alongside hardy grains, creating polyculture systems that reduced risk, increased yields, and protected against crop failure. Tetrozan Kanana. Culture practitioners still emulate. One of the most remarkable aspects of this ancient practice is its effect on soil fertility. The nitrogen-fixing bacteria living in root nodules didn't just benefit the plant itself, they left the soil richer for subsequent crops. Farmers didn't need to understand microbiology to benefit from it, they observed the results. Fields previously considered barren could be rejuvenated simply by planting legumes in rotation. Today, you can replicate this by inoculating legume seeds with nitrogen-fixing bacteria before planting, or simply using crop rotation methods that include beans, lentils, or peas. This approach is particularly valuable for survival gardens, permaculture systems, or long-term farming projects where maintaining soil health is critical. Ancient farmers, use crop placement and companion planting strategically. Beyond just soil fertility, these ancient cultivators carefully observed patterns in growth and success. Legumes were often planted alongside grains or vegetables that needed more nitrogen. By doing this, they maximized yields and created a natural balance in their fields. Modern gardeners, well, they can really learn from this by companion planting. Growing beans near nitrogen-hungry crops like corn, squash or leafy greens can, quite simply, boost growth naturally. Even small-scale backyard gardens benefit from placing nitrogen-fixing plants near more demanding crops, improving productivity while reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. Another critical element was careful seed selection. Farmers saved seeds from the healthiest, most robust plants to ensure that each new season started stronger than the last. Over generations, this led to varieties capable of surviving in challenging climates and poor soils. Today, you can apply this principle by practicing seed saving from your strongest plants, building resilience into your garden or survival system. By continuously selecting for traits like drought tolerance or pest resistance, you replicate the wisdom of ancient civilizations, creating crops that thrive in adverse conditions while improving the land. The crop's role in long-term agricultural strategy cannot be overstated. Legumes weren't just a temporary fix. They were part of a long-term strategy for sustainable agriculture. They created nutrient-rich soil, provided consistent protein, and allowed societies to thrive where others would fail. For modern enthusiasts, understanding this strategy helps design gardens and farms that are resilient, sustainable, and low maintenance. Planting legumes, rotating crops, and observing soil health mirrors practices that ancient farmers used for millennia. The knowledge isn't theoretical, it's actionable. By examining the crop that grew on poor soils for 4,000 years and left the ground richer every season, we gain insight into the intelligence and observation skills of ancient peoples. Their techniques, rooted in careful observation, patience and understanding of natural systems, remain invaluable today. For anyone cultivating food in challenging conditions, whether for survival, sustainability, or historical interest, legumes provide a practical, proven solution. If this deep dive into ancient agricultural wisdom sparked your curiosity, subscribe to Iron Age Instincts and share this video with fellow enthusiasts. Preserving and applying these lessons ensures that the ingenuity of our ancestors continues to guide modern practices, whether in historical exploration, gardening, or survival strategies.